Saitama is a bold dude, which means that he is strong. Obviously. Strong enough that his serious punch, yes, that's how he names his moves, normal and serious punches. What a genius, actually. His hair must have left his head from all that intelligence. All the power is going to the brain, guys. But, coming back to him, his serious punches overpowered Boros, whose attack could destroy the surface of the planet or the planet itself. And depending on the interpretation and the version of the character, even a star. He's also stronger than Saikorochi, who cut a portion of the surface of the planet. Or Monster King Orochi, one of the strongest monsters in the series, who at the stage he was facing Saitama, he was able to use moon-sized lava cannons, summoning magma or lava or whatever the appropriate term is from the center of the earth, from the core of the earth, and a lot of it. Again, moon levels amount. There's also Saitama absolutely destroying Io in his fight with Garo, which is one of Jupiter's moons. And oh yeah, in the same fight, him just sneezing Jupiter away. Right? He didn't just punch it, he didn't kick it, he didn't, I don't know, fart on it. He actually, well, it's funny. His farts are actually massively faster than the speed of light, I'm pretty sure. Because if I remember correctly, he flew from Jupiter to Earth within seconds with just his farts. Which, yes, it is funny, but also it is very impressive. He was only propulsed by his own farts. But yeah, anyway, he sneezed Jupiter away, which is kind of impressive, you know, if you ask me. But this is nothing compared to when in the same fight, him and Garo clashed in serious punches because Garo copied Saitama's technique, so they both basically hit each other with the same move, which is their strongest move. And they basically destroyed hundreds or thousands, or even more, stars, which is an insane feat, by the way. Nothing in One Punch Man was even close to this. Something else that happens in this fight, which actually, arguably is more impressive, is that later, Saitama is able to copy Garo's ability to time travel. It's complicated, I'm not gonna explain how it happens, but just keep in mind, he can time travel. And that allowed him to go back and defeat Garo with 0 punches, by arriving to hit him before he even started moving. It's complicated, don't worry about it, but the gist of it is that he time traveled, so he beat him technically in 0 punches. And his name is One Punch Man. That's how crazy this feat was. Uncle Grandpa, on the other hand, has the power of every uncle and every grandpa, which makes him basically invincible. Remember your drunk father? Well, he's stronger than him. Remember your drunk stepfather who used to beat you up when you were a kid? He is stronger than him too. And do you remember your creepy uncle who was visiting your mom and sometimes inappropriately touched you? He is stronger than him too. He is the ultimate, never invited to the Christmas party family member. He is stronger than basically any Steven Universe character. For example, stronger than Steven and the Crystal Gems. And again, every Steven Universe character, which is kind of impressive because that means he's way stronger than Lapis Lazuli, who has a feat of creating a water tower by using all of Earth's water. Multiple continents amount of water just to build her tower. and he is way stronger than that. Not only that, but he reality warped the heads of everyone in the show, all of the crystal gems, into being the size or as big as the Earth. Meaning that alone is like planet level, just casually. And his reality manipulation truly knows no limits. He can basically do anything and whatever he wants. If he wants to clap your mom's cheeks, he's gonna do it. You can't stop him. Who's gonna stop him? Are you gonna stop him? You're not gonna stop him. Trust me. This includes manipulating the plot of the episode itself. So for example, let's say he's in the middle of doing something important and the episode is reaching 10 minutes, which I think is how long his episodes are. He might just be like, well, I'm gonna end this whole plot right now because the show's running out of time. And then he does it. He can do that if he wants. He can manipulate the characters and everything in the show like they're fiction because he's aware he's a fictional character and can manipulate the narrative itself. When it comes to feats and equipment, he has, among the more obvious things, if you know anything about his character, he also has the time travel and alternate universe gun. I mean, they're separate, they're two separate guns, but he has them. He has the ability to go from the start of the comic to the end of the comic and kill Pizza Steve at the end of the comic. And that's possible because he sees the cartoon as a 2D cartoon at different points in time. He has been able to literally use the pencil to draw the cartoon itself, the cartoon he is in. And this is the same for the comics, where it's revealed that he's the one kind of drawing the comics, viewing everything as basically fiction. There's like different layers of fictional manipulation. I don't know how to explain it. There's multiple layers of him being the animator of his own show that he is in, to the point where he actually goes on to fight an animator who's drawing him in a fight. That's insane, right? And if you want a more concrete feat, he's actually able in one episode to shave the entire universe in seconds. So not only is this impressive in terms of speed, because it means he's like way faster than the speed of light. It's like quintillion times faster than the speed of light. But also, it shows that he can literally shave the entire universe because he thinks it's funny. Or I should say, for the purposes of the plot, to make it funny. Now, let's address the first thing people who haven't seen it, One Punch Man past season 2. Well, okay, let's be honest. They haven't even seen past season 1. Those people think Saitama has infinite power because they haven't read the actual manga, okay? In his fight with Garo, ironically enough, as he shows his strongest feats of power, we also see that he still grows, and that Garo, at the end of their fight, was stronger than Saitama at the start of the fight. Meaning that yes, Saitama is not infinitely strong, but that he can grow infinitely if pushed. And you can use the infinite power or gag arguments all you want, but we canonically know that he can be stronger than Saitama, as Garo has surpassed several times the Saitama we see in season 1, for example. So a character which, let's say, is way stronger than Saitama already could defeat him without allowing Saitama to power up and catch up to him or surpass him. He could just defeat him. Also, the gag argument, for example, doesn't work against Uncle Grandpa, as he's literally able to survive and do anything as long as it's funny, canonically. At the most, you can say they're both gag characters. In each case, it's an even playing field. So, at the end of the day, everything still has to come to feats. And while Saitama has planet level stuff and some star level and multi-star level, hell, galaxy even level stuff, Uncle Grandpa has shaved the whole universe and messed up the space-time continuum. And he can manipulate the plot, and the person drawing the cartoon or the comic fights Uncle Grandpa in them. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Saitama could one-punch him in a way that is funny, so it makes sense, but Yuji would just come back from it, or it would be revealed it was another version of himself, because yes, there are infinite versions of himself that exist, and they're equally as strong as him. I don't know if it's a reality warping thing or they're clones, I have actually no idea, but it's the kind of thing he pulls off regularly. Or sometimes it's revealed that, oh, the Uncle Grandpa you killed, oh, that was just a cartoon that the real Uncle Grandpa, quote unquote real Uncle Grandpa, was drawing. So nothing was even real, because everything, like a fight between Saitama and Uncle Grandpa might take place, but it's revealed that was just fiction written by Uncle Grandpa himself, for example. Uncle Grandpa is just on another level, not only in reality and plot manipulation, but even when it comes to strength feats. He has universal level feats, as opposed to Saitama, who at the very most you can classify as a multi-galaxy tier character. So yeah, Uncle Grandpa wins this matchup. Good freaking morning.